If you want to become an animator, well, this video is for you because I'm going to show you your first few steps you need to take to start off your journey. So stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Ion and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel, the channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on this little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. Now this week I met someone and he asked me what advice can I give him as a new animator. He just wants to start. He wants to become an animator. He's still very young. I think he just left school if I had to judge him. And if you're watching, I actually gave him a link to my YouTube channel. So if you are watching, make sure you just say hi in the comments below. And he asked me what advice can I give him. So I thought, okay, you know what? Let me make a video on this topic because maybe there's a lot of other people out there who wants to become an animator and don't know where to begin. They just need some guidance to get themselves going, and that is the purpose of this video. So I am going to give you guys 3 steps that I believe is crucial, and with each step or with some of the steps I'll also just mention products that will also help you. And also stick around till the end of this video because I'm going to share with you something that actually will give you results today. So make sure you stick around till the end of the video. So the first one is identify your end goal. Okay, so I divide this into 2 sections. The first one, do you want to do 2D animation or 3D animation, stop motion animation, whatever. So first of all, just decide what type of animation you want to do. Then the second part is, what is your end goal? Okay, so do you want to work at an animation studio? Do you want to work for a place to create games? So do you want to be part of game development? Do you want to just create your own web series for YouTube? Do you want to create short films? What is the end goal? That is very important because we don't just get into the car and we drive around till we figure out where we want to go. That way we're going to waste so much time, so much gas in the car. We're going to waste money, and that's not how it works. Normally when we get into the car, we already know where we want to go. Do we want to go to the grocery store? Do we want to go to work? Do we want to drop off the kids at school? When we get into the car, we already know the end destination where we are going to. Okay, so that is very important. When you want to start off with, you want to know what is the end goal. Where do you want to go? Do you want to work at a studio or do you want to work for yourself? So that is very, very important. So the first 2 things, know what type of animation, 2D animation, 3D animation, stop motion. So first decide what you want to do, and then the second is what's the end goal. You want to work at an animation studio or want to work for yourself, want to be part of game development, whatever you want to do, that is what you need to figure out before you start. Now, just to help you a little bit, I do have a free webinar, so I'll put a link in the description below. It is called Your Animation Dream, How to Make It a Reality. And so basically what I do in this webinar is I just kind of give you steps that you can take by you first identify your end goal, and then you kind of reverse engineer it backwards, and then you establish certain steps, and then you know exactly how to reach that goal. So if you want to check out that webinar, like I've mentioned, it is absolutely free. I'll put the link in the description, and it will definitely help you on the right, it will put you on the right path to reach that end goal. So that's the first one. You need to identify the end goal, okay? What you want to achieve with your animation, what you want to do as an animator. Then the second one, and I say this to all my students who just start out, is there's 2 courses I recommend, okay, that you must take. If you take these 2 courses, you are set. You'll be able to animate and you'll have all the information you need as an animator, excuse me, and you'll be able to animate. And that is where you want to be as quick as possible. You want all the information you need, and so that you can basically start. Okay, so the 2 courses is basically a course that will teach you the fundamentals of animation. So all the basic fundamentals you need to know regarding animation. This really helps you, especially when you learn about or you watch online tutorials on YouTube and they talk about things and you don't know what they're talking about. So if you took an online course that gives you that basic fundamentals, you'll know exactly. You can watch any video on YouTube and you'll know exactly what they're talking about. The second course I always recommend is then, depending on the animation software you want to use, take an online course that can teach you that software, because your software is your tool, and the better you know your tool, the better animations you can create. You'll know if you want to create something, you'll know exactly how to do it because you know the tool that you are using. So those are the 2 online courses I always recommend, is one that gives you the fundamentals of animation, and the other one is the software that you're going to use, so that you know and understand the software. So if you want courses or recommendations on these 2 types of courses, on my website I do have a begin animation online course which teach you all the basic fundamentals of animation, and it is a great foundation for you to start off with. And then there's 2 other websites that provides online courses. The one is 2D Animation 101. I'll put links down in the description as well. So they have online courses on Cartoon Animator as well as iClone. And then Bloop Animation provides online courses for all the other animation software like Blender, Moho, Toon Boom, Maya, all the other animation softwares, Bloop Animation. So those 2 websites will basically provide courses for whatever software you want to use. So again, I'll put the links in the description. So that's a second one, to take these 2 online courses. One to learn the fundamentals of animation, the other one to learn the software that you want to use. If you've taken those 2, you have all the knowledge and information you need as an animator, and now you can just start animating, and you can just grow from there. Okay, and then the third one, and I think I've released a video a week or 2 weeks ago on this topic, and that is to start your own, start animating your own projects, whether it's a 1-minute project or whether it's a short film or a web series. You need to start animating your own little projects, even if you don't show it to the world and it's just for yourself. That is perfectly fine. But you need to animate. Okay, so this does a few things, and I've made a full video on this topic, but I'm just going to recap it quickly. The first one is it sets a benchmark. So you've create your first animation project, and so once you're done, you can look at it and you say, okay, where can I improve? Do I need to fix my timing? And so you make a list of things you need to work on, and then in your second project, you implement everything you've learned so that you improve, and that's your new benchmark. And then once you finish your second one, you can look at it and see, where do I need to improve? And then you apply all those things on the third one. So your benchmark, you're pushing it up every single time when you animate. Another reason, it builds your portfolio. If you really feel you created something that looks pretty good, you add it to your portfolio, especially one day if you want, if you want to work at an animation studio and you need to provide a portfolio. This way you are actually building your portfolio. And then finally, you're gaining experience, especially if you're creating not just small animation clips like a walking cycle or a bouncing ball, but if you're creating your own if you're creating your own little projects, you're actually doing the entire animation pipeline. So you're doing script writing and storyboarding and building an animatic and doing the voiceover recordings. And so you build experience in all facets of the animation pipeline. So when you apply for a job at an animation studio, you have a lot more. You're actually a step in front of all your competitors because you know um, a lot about the entire pipeline and not just about animation. And so you actually build experience as well. So those are the three things. What is your end goal? That's the first thing you need to do. Then take those 2 online courses. The one is the fundamentals of animation. The second one is a course on the software you're going to use. And then step number 3, start creating your very own projects, animation projects, because that's a great way for you to learn, exercise, and improve. Now, like I've mentioned in the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I do have something for you to get results today. After I spoke to that person last week when he asked me what advice do I have, I thought, you know what? What if I provide something for people who have never animated before and give them something that they can actually animate, implement, and have results today, have their own first animation project today. And so I created a mini course. So it's 12 lessons. It's very affordable. I've released it during this week. I finished the mini course and it's on my website. Again, I'll put a link in the description. And if you work through these 12 lessons, by the end of this mini course, you would have animated your very first scene. And for me, that is so important, just to have that first project done, to have something that you can look at and you now know the basics of animation and you can now improve. And then I also give you some future steps to continue your journey. So this mini course is a great starting point for anyone who wants to become an animator. So feel free, in the description, you can just click there and you can take that mini course and it will definitely help you. So guys, I really hope this video was helpful. I really hope that you will start your animation journey. It is really worth it. And since I started animation, I've loved every single second of it. So, and if you have any questions as well, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and maybe I can answer some of your questions as well. So guys, that is it for me. I will see you guys next week with another video. So God bless and happy animating.